This video was produced by the UCD Maths Support Centre in conjunction with the UCD Access Centre. The next transformation we're going to talk about, and this will be the main one we talk about in this chapter, is enlargements. An enlargement is a transformation in which both the size and position of our shape, that is our object, changes. The center of enlargement is the point from which the enlargement is constructed, and the scale factor, usually labeled K, is the number by which the object is enlarged or shrunk. So in this example here we have a triangle ABC. We have our point of enlargement O, the center of enlargement, as this point here. And what we do to draw, if we are given a scale factor K and asked to draw our image, what we do is we measure the distance from a point, so say A in this case. If we measure the distance from A to our center of enlargement O, then what we do is we multiply that distance by our scale factor and then extend this line and measure that new distance. So say, for example, in this case, our scale factor is 3. So instead of it being this purple distance, we take this purple distance and we multiply it by 3. So 1, 2, 3. So our point is now out here. So each distance from O to a point is multiplied by 3, and that gives us our new image point. So in this case, let's say K is equal to 3. So then, if we look at our second point, point B, we take this distance here, we multiply it by 3, and along the same line, 1, 2, 3, we go out to get our new point, B prime. Likewise, we take our distance from O to C, we extend this line out as far as we need to, and we measure this distance once, twice, 3 times to get our new point C primed out here. And once we have these 3 points here, here, and here, we can draw in our new enlarged triangle. One thing to notice is that if K is bigger than 1, the image will be larger than the object, so like we have up here. But if K is somewhere between 0 and 1, the image will be smaller than the object. There are a few properties of enlargement that I'm going to go through here. So the first of these is similarity. Under an enlargement, the object and the image are similar to each other. In other words, corresponding angles are equal. So if we take a triangle ABC and we enlarge it to this bigger triangle A prime, B prime, C prime, then these two triangles are similar. So you remember that that means corresponding angles are equal. So the angle at A is equal to the angle at A primed, the angle at B is equal to the angle at B primed, and the angle at C is equal to the angle at C prime. That means we can apply the ratio formula that we used earlier in the chapter and say that the length of AB, our object length, divided by the corresponding image length, A prime, B prime, is equal to the same ratio for the other two sides. So AC divided by AC prime, BC divided by B prime, C prime. So those ratios are all the same. Similarly, we can reverse each of these ratios. So instead of looking at object divided by image, let's look at image divided by object instead. So A prime, B prime divided by AB is the same as A prime, C prime divided by AC. is the same as B prime C prime divided by BC.